Hello YouTube and people of the interwebs, yes, I'm back. And today, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be showing you all of this. My entire Doctor Who collection, which, as you can see, is quite a lot. Yes, I have a problem, and no, I'm not going to stop. But before we do get on to the main part of the video where I actually showcase in detail all these items, I would love it if you guys could go over and check 2 weeks ago today, for when this video comes out I think, we released our feature-length Doctor Who fan film, The Return of Omega. Now, if you guys could go and check that out, it would be absolutely great. You don't have to, but we put a lot of time, effort, work, editing, CGI effects, blah 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 blah, costumes, all this into making it. And yeah, I'm happy with the way it turned out, so if you guys could go over and check that. Yeah, I'm hoping that it can hit 1k views by the end of the year, which, yeah, you guys could help with, so link in description, go and check out The Return of Omega. Anyway, I'll stop boring you with advertisements, we'll move straight into this. So, first thing I'm going to be showing you are all my Doctor Who 5-inch action figures. So, starting with the top shelf, we have, I think this one mainly just comprises of villains and monsters throughout Doctor Who's history. There's a few classic ones, but I think the majority are from around the Tennant and early Smith era. Next to these, we have a massive collection of Cybermen from throughout all 56 or so years of Doctor Who. We have Tom Baker, Patrick Troughton, Cyber Controller, Matt Smith, David Tennant, all these different Cybermen. And here with the Sontarans, when the new B&M sets come out, we'll have classic Sontarans to go with them. And the big Omega there in the background, a few Weeping Angels, and a bunch of spaghetti-faced Ood. Along the back we have weird Doctor Who wacky wobblers. Can't even remember when I got them. 12th Doctor Torch, and one of the 2013 50th anniversary Doctor and Daleks sets. Here is Karen Gillan's signature from a Big Chief Studios figure, which you will see later. And yeah, this is my favourite 5-inch figure shelf. It has all the Doctors and Companions, well not all the Doctors and Companions, but quite a large amount, and TARDIS boxes, which, as I alluded to earlier with the new B&M sets, this collection will grow quite substantially. On the end we have my favourite Doctor and Companion, the Doctor and Bill. All they're missing is Nardole. Another signed thing from Stephen Moffat this time, who wrote my personal favourite era of the show. Now, here we have my Doctors in reverse order. As you can see, we are missing number 8 and the War Doctor, but yet again, with the new B&M line, that problem will be solved. That Peter Davison figure you can see, coincidentally, was the first Doctor Who figure I ever bought, all the way back on its first release in, I think, 2008. Now onto my third and final bottom shelf of the 5.5-inch figure collection thingamajiggy. Yeah, the Pandorica box, Acrylotane. These are basically just random figures which have nowhere else to go. Old Doctor from The Sound of Drums. And I don't know why a horrifying Dobby is here, but Dobby is free. This shelf also has duplicates and damaged figures, which I have now bought a second one of that look much nicer, and I put to the forefront. here are all the masters. Now we have the Sim, Delgado, yeah, just a bunch of masters and a scarecrow. And behind here, behind the masters, there is the Empress of the Rachnos, which is quite compressed at the moment, but can grow out to a massive size. And yeah, the 5-inch range is definitely the most substantial thing I have in the collection, and the thing I've been collecting for the longest time. I used to have the 2 TARDIS playsets. Well, I still do, but currently they're in storage in the attic. Next thing I have to show you are my Big Chief Doctor Who /1 Harry Potter Mad-Eye Moody figures, and there's Funko Pops along the bottom. Do it all in one go. So, first off we have our wonderfully moulded David Tennant head, although it does pull a very unusual expression in its fine tailored clothing, which I think overall works really, really well. These figures are very expensive, and I haven't bought a new one for quite some time now because they are just upping and upping the prices. But yeah, here's my favourite Doctor, Peter Capaldi. I don't know where his yo-yo's gone. It used to be in his hand, but it appears to have gone missing. Anyway, some of you pointed out these in the comments. They're 2 unique paintings done by my friend, and yeah, boom, look quite good. Here's Amy Pond with light reflecting all over her plastic face. That was an odd sentence with her decapitated head at the bottom. You know, just the usual. And here's one of the best looking figures, Matt Smith, with his fez, bow tie and usual Series 7B attire. So here is Mad-Eye Moody from Harry Potter in the 1/6 scale figure size. Next to him we have one of 2 weird vinyl, also from Big Chief, I almost said Big Finish there, and yeah, Weeping Angel. This is one of my favourites as it just looks terrifying, especially in the lighting conditions it's currently in. Next to it we have the second of the 2 Matt Smith figures in his Series 5 outfit, and we have another Weeping Angel. Don't blink! Along the bottom we have our pop figures. Yeah, they're just random, no particular order, Doctor Who figures. K9 there is one of my favourites, next to the War Doctor, who I think just look great in Funko Pop style. Here we have some random character building doctors, and one of the best bits, a signed autograph from Katie Manning. Next to it we have John Leeson's signature on a K9 thing. I'm not quite sure where I obtained that K9, but yeah. Here's some Dapol figures from the 80s. I said that oddly. Fight me. Matt Smith and Chunky TARDIS. Sarah Jane Adventures figures, Mr. Men Doctors, and another signed K9 thing from my sister. I don't know why that's in my cabinet, but it is. Return to Oz stuff there, old card boxes, and Lego. Quite a bit of this is Doctor Who, quite a bit of it is Wizard of Oz and other such things, K9, and yeah. Now, moving down here we have Stranger Things and Back to the Future. Speaking of Stranger Things, we'll come to these 2 figures. There's Eleven and Mike and... Will? Will! Will!
Will!
Will!
Will! Will!
Oh, hang on, sorry. There he is. Not again, Will. Right, come with me. He's always doing this. Okay, so now I'm going to show you my Doctor Who figurine collection. Statuette figurine things, which are all in one block. I'm going to stop talking and just get on with it. I collected these from the first issue to around, I think, 57, 58 or 59, and yeah, that results in me having 58, 57, 59 of these little figures. I also got these special editions, as you can see there. They're hand painted, I believe, but the reason I stopped getting them, not due to quality, just due to quantity, the amount, because I had them posted to the house, I couldn't pay for it. Now, onto a more controversial piece of merchandise, the 3.75-inch Doctor Who action figures, which I think started in 2013 with Series 7B and Matt Smith as the Doctor, and then practically, well, I think they only lasted about 2 years, because we had the Series 7B figures, then the Series 8 figures, and then nothing. Although most people do not like these figures, they hold a special place for me, as they were some of the first ones I bought, and the first affordable, cheap figures which I bought a high quantity of. That David Tennant in the background, who looks a little bit pale, yeah, he was left outside for 2 years until one of my friends came round and found him in the grass. Here is the quite weird looking Hyde playset with transparent Clara and transparent TARDIS. I get what they were going for, but it just looks a bit ugly. Next to it we have Ice Warriors and Cybermen, and one of my favourites, Danny Pink as a Cyberman. Rest in peace, Danny. Now, I know it is weird not to include these in the 5-inch figure collection, but I'm now going to show you all of my Daleks. These range from 5-inch, 3.75-inch, and the figurine collection Daleks. Not really much to comment on here, they're just angry Dalek pepper pots. Now, onto the DVDs. Mostly classic Doctor Who, because obviously I have Netflix and things like that where I can access modern Doctor Who. But yeah, DVDs. Quite a few of these DVDs were given to me by one of my dad's friends, which is, yeah, really kind of him and helped grow the collection and my knowledge of classic Who even more. And yeah, because I've recently shuffled around my room, their DVDs are not in any order. Well, they're in Doctor order, but that's about it. Now I'm basically just going to give you a tour of any random bits and bobs which I have around in these shelves that don't particularly fit into a category. Here we have my most recent Doctor Who purchase, worn by an alpha male, the Peter Capaldi Series 9 coat from Abbey Shot. Now we have some artwork done by one of the Doctor Who comic artists. He signed them as well. And over here
is one of my favourite things. It's a signature from the one and only Jodie Whittaker, which was got by my friend Josh Clifford, so thanks Josh for that. Here we have my meeting with David Bradley with the 4 Doctors from Classic Who, and Strax and Vastra. Here is a painted TARDIS which, as my room was recently repainted, the lamp at the top has kind of died, but yeah, a sign I bought in year 5 I think. Here, while we're at it, I might as well show you some random other sci-fi Funko Pops. Star Wars is here, Stranger Things along the bottom, and Back to the Future. Not forgetting, I think, yes, some Rick and Morty. Here's a Doctor Who soundtrack and random light thingy which I'm going to use for my homemade TARDIS. Along the bottom here we have the 3 boxes from my and my friend's Doctor Who fan film, The Return of Omega, along with one of the Cyberman props that was used in the film. Now, down here we see a signed picture from Gemma Redgrave, the one and only Kate Stewart.
Anyway, that wraps up today's video. If you enjoyed, remember to like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. Anyway, thanks for watching and goodbye.